Hey, John here. Here's lick of the day number 74. This is a long alternate picking shred lick. As usual, you can find a link to the tabs in the description below or by clicking right here on the screen. I'm going to play it once slowly and then break it down. Start here on the 19th fret of the high E string. Right, so this one is based on the E Aeolian scale, and that's the same thing as the E natural minor. And we're going to start here on 15, 17, 19, and if we number the notes from left to right, 1, 2, 3, we're going to use that old 6-note Yngwie sequence. We're going to go 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to combine that with a descending 6 sequence. Start this with a downstroke and just alternate pick throughout. So we have the Yngwie sequence, alternate that with a descending 6, Yngwie sequence, alternating 6 or descending 6. And the notes I'm starting on here is going to be the 5th of the key, 4th, flat 3, 2nd, and then we have the root, and flat 7. Now from this point, we're going to repeat exactly what we did in octaves. So this leads us to the root here again. So we repeat exactly the same thing since we're on one of the string pairs that are tuned in fourths. So I always screw it up. So, and this last thing is not really part of it, but I played it and I notated it as well. So you can see that in the tabs. But all I'm doing here, I have the low open E string, then I slide up, and then I hit the harmonics here on the 24th fret. And if you don't have 24 frets, doesn't matter, you just hit it where the 24th fret would be because it's just natural harmonics. And I hit all 3. It's kind of a nasty sound, but I like it. And obviously it's not something you have to do, but I like it, and it's I screw it up all the time, so I had to make so many retakes of this lick, and not because I screwed up the picking part, which you would think would be like the hardest part of it, but actually the ending. And actually when I came down here, I also got this open A string. But I didn't care. I think that sounded pretty cool anyway, a bit more aggressive, so I just went with that. But I like this one, so I've done this one a few times before. You know, bit hit and miss, but I like the effect. So if you wondered how I do that, that's how I do it. Just slide up and then hit it with an upstroke here. All right, so how do you practice this? Well, this one is super easy. Basically, just do take it through the scale like that. I can keep doing that throughout the whole scale on each string group, so which I basically did now. And then you can start even higher. You can start like the highest available position on your guitar. Continue on like that, and then do it on all string groups, and then you will be well prepared for this part. One variation you could do here though, so you get used to that shift, that you start on this note. So you start with the descending 6 and go into the next string pair 1 octave lower and do the Yngwie sequence. So because then you get this transition to the 3rd string, and that's a sticking point for a lot of people. So give that a try. And of course you can do the mechanical practice that I like to call it as well. So this one's super easy. You just go, if we do 1, 2, 3 first, we'll just go like this. And then you can go back and do, so I usually do them twice like this. then move it up the fretboard. So you get a lot of reps for each of these, and these are really easy to move to all the string groups as well. So if you do that on all the string groups, that would be a lot of practice, which is great. But do it as slow as you need to make it absolutely perfect, because that's how you get better at the technical stuff. So don't rush it, and if it sounds and feels a bit dodgy when you practice, and you practice mostly that way, you gotta keep on sounding that way. So don't go for speed before accuracy. If you focus on the accuracy and making sure that you don't do anything stupid in the right hand or the left hand, meaning you do like super weird motions, you should be all right. And of course you should try to play it faster as well. But I think the 80-20 rule is really good here, with 80% slow and accurate, 20% doing it faster. Even though I throughout the years I've probably, done more of a 90-10 rule, or even a 95-5 rule at some points. So because I really wanted to make sure that I didn't build in any bad habits into my playing. But playing things faster can really tell you a lot about how your right hand and left hand moves at a higher tempo. So it's good to check in on that as well. And like I said, you kind of have to go for it sometimes as well. The way that I did it though was that I practiced all my exercises quite slowly, like very accurately, fast transitions that I talked about. And then I would use so I would do that throughout my practice schedule. It could be a couple of hours, 3 hours per day, or more sometimes. I know it sounds crazy, but it's a lot of time spent on exercises like that. And then as my reward, I would, improvise and just try to go for it and play, whatever I wanted to play. And I would screw it up a lot of the times, but also I would manage to get it. And that was really exciting. So that was sort of a check-in to see where is this going in the right direction. So I sort of got my fast playing in that way. And in general, you don't really need to tell any guitar player to, hey, could you play a bit faster? Because we all try to do that pretty much. Especially if you watch these videos and you like this kind of thing. I don't need to tell you to try to play faster. So that's why I'm trying to tell you to slow it down, and you're naturally gonna try to play things faster anyway. So I wouldn't worry too much about, I'm practicing too much slow, so I will never get faster. So so if you had trouble with speed and accuracy and all that stuff, maybe look at your ratios. If your ratio is the other way around, where 80% of your time is spent trying to really go for it and 20% slow, I would turn it around, and I think your technique will turn around as well. All right, that's it for this one. If you have any questions, just post them below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.